What's up, everybody? I know it's been kind of a long time. And today, I want to talk to you about why that is. Well, here we are back on the lawn. It is a beautiful space, as always. Nothing's really changed around here as to the beauty, the thickness, the density, all the goodness that comes along with good lawn care. So that's fantastic. Let me kind of give you a quick update. And, I don't really know what the rest of the year holds this year as we're already coming to the end. People are overseeding. It's going to start getting cold around here and things are changing. But I figure it's worth kind of giving you a year recap of everything that's happened in my life. So let me start with the less fun stuff that's been going on. It's been a very difficult year for my family. There's been a lot of pains and heartaches and things that have gone on that we needed to work on and get through, and it was a pretty difficult year. Glad to say that is all resolved and resolving, and time is freeing up now based on the healing that has gone on here. So that's kind of one big thing. It's kind of a family first year. It's a family first year. It was very important to make sure that everybody here in this household was getting taken care of. And that kept me from doing things like this. Not that was a bad thing. I want to make sure that I stress that. This part of filming people in, showing tips, doing tricks like that is really kind of a secondary part of life. It is not the important part of life. Let me get more into sort of the business side of things that have happened for us this year. Greene County continues to grow like crazy, wildfire. We are now into Asian markets, Gulf markets, bigger distributorships, all kinds of stuff. Our SKUs and portfolio have expanded so crazily high, and the amount of customer reach has just gotten wild, and it's exciting to have all these people growing with us. Now, with that, we did acquire a company called Numerator Tech this year. That's all surfactants, wetting agents, brought on Jim and Taylor Turner as part of the crew. And that has been just a wonderful addition to the company, and has allowed us to really bridge into a lot of new and exciting territories inside of this whole industry. So growth is rampant. So that's really good stuff. Part of that is it brought a lot of really unique technologies that are being bridged and brought into some of these classic Greene County products. And so that's been pretty wonderful to see how we've gotten to change things, adapt, grow, and make a bigger difference, both in, turf health and in the lives of our customers. So that's really fantastic. Now, along with all of that, we continue to do research and studies. We have a number of PhDs that we're working with to continue to do different studies. I'll have our 2024 studies on the Air8 Pro coming out, which are pretty fantastic. We've already done summaries on all of that kind of stuff. So that's an exciting one that everybody's going to be very happy to see. Given that we've expanded into some larger distributorships, there's been some unique product offerings that have gone out that way. And we're just continuing to push the envelope across the board on all of these different products and formulations, which has been a blast. So as far as the work side goes, for me, this has been a major formulation year. We have had just a tremendous amount of home runs, and it's wild to see who's coming into our universe and into my universe that we're designing and building and creating products for. The amount of companies who are asking for help with designing products and things like that. It's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's been pretty fun to see as well. So what else can I really tell you? Life is great and beautiful, and I'm very happy to be here and happy to be a part of it. And while this YouTube side has been very much a low priority here, it hasn't changed the commitment to the industry as a whole and the contributions that we're making and that I'm making behind the scenes that you guys don't even know about. So this is all I'll really say right here. Hopefully, and I'm not guaranteeing this in any way, shape, or form, but hopefully I can show a few of these new things that we've got that are actually kind of out in the golf industry side right now that I can share with you, kind of talk about where, the direction and where things are heading and where some of these items really fit in and how powerful they are. And, you know, there is just piles and piles and piles of research now that have come because of all of these different technologies, and we're just pushing the envelope. So I'm excited. Hopefully, again, like I said, within the next 6 or 8 weeks, when we're completing another one, I'll have some really cool info to share with a nitrogen product that is very unique, that is making some pretty major impacts for our pro customers. So that's something that I'm pretty excited about. And we'll hope to get that out and share it and kind of expand on that whole side of things. So in the meantime, again, I just want to say, hey, thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for checking in on me, everybody who's been sending messages. Thanks for just being a part of this whole journey. I think next year is going to be very, very, very different. I think it's going to be a little bit more exciting. I think that there's going to be a lot of stuff to talk about, but not a lot more that anybody has to do or to think that they need to change anything or do something. Just more finding some nutritional healings for common problems. And so I think that's going to be something that people get really excited about. So anyway, that's really all I've got for now. Again, just, things are epic as normal around here. I got nothing to complain about, nothing but positive results. I guess I should say this. The grass this year, let me just give like my normal thing that I always do. As far as nitrogen goes, nothing but green charge this year. The total lawn, everything has now received about 1.75 pounds of N. That's about where it's sitting for the year per 1,000 square feet. That's about where it comes out. Kind of a sweet spot around here. I might hit it one more time before the end of the year with a low amount to kind of let things shut down. As far as anything else goes, tons of K in my soil, tons of phos in my soil, tons of whatever. I never feed it anything else aside from, really just nitrogen on that side. Even this year, from a coloring standpoint, I put one of our new chelated miners materials out this year. That's pretty fantastic. I did that one time, nothing else. Didn't run any iron, haven't done anything like that. Just kind of keeping it on the basics. Using some of our surfactants, a couple of acidifiers that we've got out there, and just a few other little things, but still keeping it very, very low maintenance. In fact, the last time that this has had any nutrition on it was May. May was the last one. So, it's just cruising along with very little input, and I guess that's what you would expect, when you're dealing with the goods. So anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Again, I'll be talking to y'all real soon. Don't worry. Still here. Still kicking. Still growing. I'll see you later.